like who's most likely to go to jail, which is her. She should already be in there. She
really
could be driving, speeding, and then crash.
I 100% think it's Bella. Just think about this.
Do you remember when she fell down the stairs? Well, Angelina used her butt and knocked over a whole glass shelf. Hello, my little cutie patooties. Today we are playing Who is Most Likely. If you're unaware of that game, it's basically where you say something like who's most likely to go to jail, which is her. She should already be in there. Okay? She should.
Let's get right into the video of who's most likely to.
Oh,
wait,
yes.
which?
Grab our little thingy.
I love this picture of Angelina because she's literally side-eyeing us.
She's literally.
I am shy. I'm just like.
This is from a podcast clip.
I feel like there's going to be a lot of Angelina inside this podcast of
find
who's
out.
most likely
Me
to.
too.
Because Angelina's a wild card. She
really
could be
is.
driving, speeding, and then crash, and then the next day she's like a saint. Like, we don't know.
Yeah. Who's most likely to trip in public? Oh my gosh, this is the easiest
Okay.
thing I've ever had to put in my life.
No. I will say I 100% think it's Bella. Just think about this.
Do you remember when he tripped and fell down the stairs?
Do we need to talk about Pier 1?
Okay. Okay, just hear me out.
Should we talk about Pier 1? When
we'll hear her out first, and then
Just
I'll
hear me
say
out.
my
Hear
reasoning.
me out. Listen. I'm defending my person. Okay.
Bella. I love how no one ever
Bella
considered
is-
it would be me.
Bella trips all the time.
I do.
She runs. She trips over air. She's a runner. She used to do track. I know she trips.
Okay, I will say the worst trip of my life was at track, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna be so good at hurdles, like I'm just gonna beat everybody. On the second practice of hurdles, both my feet caught the hurdle thing. Let alone, a girl had a pep talk with me about how she's done hurdles for 4 years and she's never once fell. So she's like, there's nothing you gotta worry about. You're gonna do great. Both my feet caught the board and I face planted. And all the runners ran past me on the track and they all did, ooh. I was mortified.
Say what your coach said to you.
The coach said I love him to death, and he is very, very old. Okay? He's the old coach's father, so he is ancient. And he came up to me. He was like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, not everyone's meant to be a hurdler. Sometimes people just got to stick to the things that they're good at, and I don't think you're good at hurdles. So guess who became a thrower that day? Me. And guess who sucked at throwing? Me.
You would think, as someone, I am the all-star thrower on my team, you'd think it would go down by generation. It did not. She tried her hardest.
I'm very good at art, but I am cooking. I could be a very good wife, but I cannot do sports to save my life.
and that's okay.
Yeah, but it's who's most likely to trip in public.
Well, Angelina used her butt and knocked over a whole glass shelf at Pier 1. And guess if you've never heard of Pier 1, it's because it closed down.
It went out of business, but while it was going out of business, it's kind of like a Kirkland's Home Goods, decor-y, lots of fragile stuff sitting on shelves, lots of plates, lots of glass. Angelina's walking around Pier 1 just like she would. And then what do? You turn.
I turn and hit
She
a shelf.
turns her back and, like, mind you, everyone else we're checking out, and she like wandered off. And she turns her butt, and her butt knocks into the shelf, and all of it crashes to the floor.
And this is my mom. I'll just do my mom's POV. She's checking stuff out. Do a crash sound.
sound like a dog.
She looks up. She's like, I know that's my daughter. I'm not going to even look. And she just continues to check out because she knows it's like that noise.
And you didn't have to pay for the stuff, which was nice to the person because they were going out of business.
So they were going out of business.
Yeah, so they were like, we don't care. 200 stuff just went on the floor. I mean, who cares?
All right, the next one's who most likely to go to jail. And let me just find Angelina right there.
Okay, guys, just hold on.
No!
Hold
What
on.
about I going to jail?
That's why! Because it's always the really nice people. I mean, here's the thing, okay? You think it's not the nerd that causes a problem in the school, okay?
That's the shy kid, Angelina, that doesn't talk to anybody.
It's not the nerd.
Shy kid?
No, it is definitely
I'm just not as loud as the two people next to me.
No, it is definitely Scarlett. Like, you just have one day she's gonna snap from me and Bella being annoying to her, and she's gonna just end all of us.
I have been on the verge of totally snapping at them.
You know why it's Angelina? Because imagine going into a car with her expecting a nice car ride and she just absolutely floors it. I'm talking foot full blown to the ground, and I'm thinking I'm dying. My head is back. I can't move. The gravity is pulling me back into the seat, and Angelina's just dodging everyone like this. She's nearly rammed into 3 different cars.
That's not true.
She has gotten into fights. She broke a girl's nose, or almost broke a girl's nose, and she had a fake nose too. She broke her fake nose.
Yes, Angelina's either going to do something like that and punch someone in the face and go to jail, gonna go to jail, or something stupid like trespassing or something she gets dragged into because peer pressure, and she does anyways. And she's like, her friend's like, let's go over here. And she's like, okay. And then she follows them, and that's what I feel like it would happen.
There was this one time where all of these, this is why I can't leave Nina alone, because all of these friends were going into the freaking sewer.
Oh, did I?
And
go?
yes, you were trying to fit yourself through the freaking storm drain to get into the sewer where all the other friends were. They were going to get eaten by Pennywise, I'm telling you. So I'm yanking Angelina's feet out of the sewer, trying to be like, no, you're going to, and everyone, guess what, was covered with shart when they came back out. They were disgusting. Yeah. I saved you that day. I saved you.
Now, let's do a next one. Who's most likely to accidentally send a screenshot to the wrong person? Okay, stop putting me. You can't. Use someone else.
I am serious.
Use someone else. Use someone else.
And I can't tell you how many times Angelina sends me text messages, sends me photos that are not meant for me.
So
she's like, oh, hey, how are you? And I'm like, I'm good. She's like, oh, sorry, wrong person.
Sometimes I'll send her stuff that I need to know and remember, and I'll just send it to her because I know she won't respond.
Or she goes to send a photo to a guy of, she's like out at track, so she sends a selfie, or she did this the other day. She sent a photo, and it was her sitting on the grass, and it was like, you got her foot in the shot, but it was like the open field.
It was a pretty sign.
And she sent the photo, and I was like, cool. And she was like, sorry, this is meant to go to this guy. And I was like, okay. And then she sent me selfies of her and said guy, and I was like, heart emoji. I don't know what
I wanted for her to see him.
I was like, thanks for the photos, but she always does that. That's why I'm putting her.
I feel like you would. Okay, now.
But fine, I'll put someone else up.
Okay, the only reason I'm gonna say it's either these two. First off, Scarlett's mom is notorious.
Yes,
I mean,
she's
really,
notorious.
really bad for sending things. Like there was this one time, her mom was typing something about my mom, and she sent it to my mom.
Yeah.
And it was one of those things where it was like jaw dropping. We're like, how is this gonna go? So like if Scarlett, but really it would honestly
like I've never done it before.
I've done it once where it was on Instagram, and there was this vile reel I meant to send to Scarlett, and I accidentally sent it to my aunt that I've never met because she followed me on Instagram. And I sent it to her, and I was like, Scarlett, didn't you not see that reel? It was like really, really funny. Like it was vile. And yeah, I got left on scene by my aunt or cousin. I don't know who she is to me, but I know she's a family member.
Yeah.
And I sent it to her.
I guess I can change. I'm not okay. Like most likely send me a message that's not supposed to go to me. You 1,000,000%. Angelina's always doing that. But I feel like the most it would happen like to strangers is Bella.
Bella would honestly be Bella.
Okay, who is most
two.
likely to laugh at the wrong moment? This is me.
Bella.
This is me.
Is Bella.
You
shared a story on a previous podcast about some guy.
Okay, well, this is the worst one that I've ever laughed at. So when I see someone get hurt or I get uncomfortable, I laugh. Not because I think it's funny, but because I'm uncomfortable or because I don't know what else to do. I don't know what other emotions. So there was this kid inside our neighborhood, and he was really stupid. And he used to eat maggots and stuff, so he was a weird kid. But before he did that, he climbed a tree.
Oh, I know who this kid is.
Oh, yeah.
He dipped a maggot in peanut butter.
No, Nutella.
And Nutella and ate it. Oh, my gosh.
But before he became weird, he climbed this tree. It was our neighbor's tree, and we all loved climbing this tree, but it was really freakishly tall, and he was being a little too stupid, and he fell backwards and landed on his head.
I remember this.
And when he was crying and he was riding home, he also fell off of his bike. He fell off of his bike when he was riding home to go to his parents. And I laughed because I felt so bad. Not because I think it's funny. I do not think it's funny at all because he was never the same again. Like, he was never the same.
So he fell from a tree and started crying. And on his way home, he's crying and upset. And then he just falls from his bike. Like, his day couldn't be getting worse.
He fell off his bike. And I laugh when I'm super uncomfortable or I don't know what else to do. I've gotten better at it, but I used to get in trouble for laughing at people who get hurt. Not because I think it's funny, but it's just because that's just like my emotional response. And I used to have a hoverboard too, and he used to go on it. And one time he flew off of my hoverboard, and I laughed. Not again because I think it's funny. It's just I have a really bad time with emotions because I don't know what else to do but laugh.
Who's most likely to go viral for doing something ridiculous? Okay, I'm actually gonna say me.
Yeah.
Oh, to be honest, it's gonna be Angelina on the news.
To be honest, it's one of these two.
No, because I could probably turn into some meme. Like, I honestly could see myself turning into some meme.
I could see you go on Big Brother, and I can see you.
Yes, okay, I changed my answer.
Okay, guys, I'm so serious, and I'm gonna tell you guys. I'm gonna look at my camera right now. I am going on Big Brother.
So this
next
is
year,
not the first time.
Mark, I'm putting it out to the universe. It is going to happen. And you know what? You're gonna watch with the girls watching me say some crazy lines.
We'll do podcast reviews of like the episode, and we'll be like, so Angelina did this week, and she did this week.
Like, and I'll shout you guys out, of course. And I mean,
well, you wouldn't be able to see.
Well, no, but you get to have like
when
talks,
you do the live, live thing, like when you live vote or something, like on your way back, like as they're walking out, like they say hi to their family or whatever, even though they can't see them.
And then I'll probably yell, I love blah, 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 and I miss my family so much. And girls, if you're on the podcast, you better do wild moments that Angelina had this week. And then I had to go and leave. But you guys, mark my words, I will be on Big Brother next year.
See you on Big Brother.
After this season of the new Big Brother, I will be
which
auditioning.
sucks.
Like in the fall, I think they host auditions.
I'm going to audition, and I honestly think I'll make it. So we're gonna find out.
You should just keep auditioning until you make it.
Yeah, but I just have a feeling I'll be on that show. So we'll find out. It would be awesome.
Yeah, some viral meme would totally come out of that for sure.
All right. Who's most likely to flirt their way out of trouble? You're acting like you don't know.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it is
the
you.
side eye with the image.
Bella, you think Bella's gonna flirt? No. You think I'm gonna flirt?
I would be like, oh, wait, officer. Let me just use ChatGPT for 1 second. I'm like, ChatGPT, write me a prompt to get out of a ticket.
No, it would honestly be me. I would absolutely, if I got pulled over, I would absolutely flirt with the cop to get out of the ticket.
And can we talk about every single time Nina sees a cop? I'm not even joking. She's like, I'm going to get pulled over. It's happening. He could be freaking 3 blocks down. Nina's going the speed limit.
She has under the speed limit.
Under the speed. Oh my gosh, guys, we're screwed. We're screwed.
Like, oh my gosh,
Okay, so why I say this, first off, I drive a sports car. Second off, this sports car is a really bright color. It is not a color that you normally see. And second off, I don't have
third off?
Third off, in the state we live in, we need a front license plate. I don't have one. You know what that means? Nina gets pulled over for it. So all I have to do is speed
She's
just a
never
little
been
bit.
pulled over. She's been driving for years.
She's never been pulled over. Nothing's ever happened. But you better believe the second a cop is around, she's like, oh my gosh, I'm getting pulled over. I'm like, you're at a stop sign. You're stopped. You are at a stop light. She's like, I'm getting pulled over. You're not getting pulled over.
There was this one time I came back from my acting class. A cop followed me from my acting class all the way to my house. Just followed me. And I was like, this is ridiculous.
Stalking.
Like, that was ridiculous right there. Now.
Yeah, just wait till I drive, which I'm driving soon.
Yeah, like, are you gonna start driving?
I'm supposed to get my license in a few months. I haven't even gotten my permit.
Your permit, yeah.
Well, I'm turning 16 in a few months.
You have to get your permit first.
No, I know. I'm saying I'm supposed to get it, but I
with
can't.
Bella. I will not.
I'm gonna be overcautious.
You ever have those friends that like you do something and you just can't picture them doing something? When I drive, I was driving and it was raining really hard. It was pitch black. It was really late, and I was like driving and it was pouring rain, and I was like, man, I can barely see, and I'm like, oh, Bella can't drive.
No, I could.
Bella can't do this. I'm like, Bella already needs glasses and she can't really see.
That's true, I'm
And
blind.
it's dark and raining. And I'm like, Bella, could Bella do this? I'm like, I just don't picture being in a car with Bella driving.
The thing is I get like really nervous, but like I hold it in. So like I'll act all serious, but in reality I'm like terrified. But I feel like with driving, I think I'll be pretty scared for the first few weeks. But driving at night is something I think I probably wouldn't be the best at because I literally can't see. I'm blind.
Literally blind.
But when I have my glasses on that are like 3 inches thick, I could see perfectly fine.
Now, who would most likely sneak into a club underage or a party underage? Now, not saying the weird clubs, okay? I'm just saying the dance only fun clubs, like it would definitely be me.
If Angelina gets word that there's a school party for a school she doesn't go to, she's going.
I'm
For
somehow
sure.
going.
If all of her friends are like, oh, it was a party invite only, she's managing to get her
And
way
somehow,
in.
you know what's so funny? I'm managing to get these two come with me.
No, I
somehow-
literally hate parties more than anything.
I am realizing
I'll track Scarlett.
I am trying to be a party person for my age at the age of 16, but I stayed out till 1 o'clock in the morning one time.
Oh, that sucks.
And I woke up at 7:30 because my body like doesn't sleep in, and I had the worst headache of my life. And
Is
I'm
that
like,
the one
I
that we
feel
went to?
awful. How do people do this? All I had was water, and it was
Yeah,
just.
I was about to say you sound like
It was a calm night. I hung out with friends. It was fun. My back hurt. My legs, my feet were sore. I was like, dude, how do people do this? I am trying to become.
Was
a
that
party
the one that we
person.
went to, or is that the?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I am trying to become
Oh,
a
yeah.
party person, and it's not happening, which is why if I'm not invited to a party, I'm definitely not sneaking into one.
Yeah, no, I
because
don't
I don't even
care.
want to
I'm
be
gonna
in it
bring
even if
them.
I wasn't.
Don't worry, guys. I will bring. I mean, that's
She's like the
older
most
sister thing to do.
extroverted person you'll ever meet.
I am.
Exactly.
It's really bad.
I'll be extroverted when I have to be, but I don't want to be.
Sometimes when we're leaving a certain event with my family and I see all my friends, my parents will look at me and be like, "Aren't you a social butterfly?" And I'm like, "I'm sorry. They want to say hi to me and I have to say hi."
I just have so many friends. It's so hard. We're gonna spice it up and talk about some celebrities,
like who's most likely?
two celebrity edition: Harry Styles versus Timothée Chalamet.
Ooh,
Speaking of, you know he released a new song, by the way?
who?
Harry Styles.
I don't
and
like
he has like
his
a whole
music.
album that's about to come out.
I had no idea.
There's only one song, but
Okay, the one thing is that I don't like Harry Styles' music because the Watermelon Sugar song ruined
That,
his music
like,
for me.
ruined it.
Because it was so overplayed. All I heard, when did it come out? Like 2020?
I don't know. Watermelon Sugar High.
And I was like, kill me. Like I hated that
It was
song.
always
I thought it was
on
bad.
the station.
It was.
ridiculous.
I
But
hated that song.
Harry Styles versus Timothée Chalamet. Who's less likely to be in a viral scandal?
Okay, I'm gonna say
Harry
this.
Styles.
I honestly think it would be Timothy just because he's dating
Kylie.
Kylie. He's dating Kylie.
Like if he wasn't dating Kylie, I'd probably say Harry Styles, but because he could get caught up in anything. Also, have you guys seen that viral oh my gosh, commercial Kendall Jenner made? Yes, Kendall Jenner made.
No.
And it was about like her talking about the Kardashian curse and like dissing all of her ex-boyfriends in it.
I mentioned the Kardashian curse to you guys.
Yes, about how like the second you date a Kardashian, like your whole career is over or something. So I feel like Timothée Chalamet. It's not now.
He's such a big movie.
It's
He's a
when.
movie star.
Yeah,
Like, he
but
can't.
who knows, man?
He's good. I mean, like especially when he.
Well,
played
think about
in
like
Dune.
Kanye West. Like he was like the biggest guy ever, and yes, he is still big. But like compared to what he was before he dated Kylie,
True.
like yeah,
Whichever
before he
one of the
dated-
K's.
one of the K's he dated.
It's all confusing. all their
Yeah,
names.
so I agree with what. Yeah, but I do feel like Harry Styles would probably do something. I don't know. It's like whenever someone gets like big and stuff, they're like, oh, I'm into minors now. Like I don't know. It always happens.
Oh boy.
Now, and next one is Shawn Mendes versus Justin Bieber. Who's most likely to have a public breakup first?
both of them. I feel
both
like
of them had a-
They both had a public breakup.
Because
talk
Shawn
about
Mendes broke up with Camila Cabello.
Which I thought they were so
and then
cute
it was like
together.
then there was this thing about like Shawn Mendes and Sabrina Carpenter, and then Sabrina Carpenter like made a whole like diss song like dissing her, I think, about Shawn Mendes.
Yeah, and then she started kissing Jenna Ortega, and that was
like
just weird.
it was all weird. Like also both of them. Because
Both of them, yeah.
Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez, that whole thing.
You know what? I can see Justin Bieber divorcing Hailey Bieber because I swear to you guys, she even has mentioned in interviews that she did like weird voodoo stuff to get Justin Bieber to like her.
Guys, she used to be a fan.
Yeah.
To all the fans out there, there's a shot for you because Hailey Bieber was a big fan of Justin Bieber, and then she married him.
Okay, Scott, if you walked in and it was a guy that you knew and he knew us, and you walked into his house and he had photos of you in the podcast,
that's crazy.
No.
I don't think she did that, did she?
She had posters
She
and everything
did,
of
but
him.
she literally mentioned in interviews how she used to do voodoo to get him to like her.
Weird.
She was insane.
She did used to be a diehard Justin Bieber
For
fan.
all my epic friends, for all the kids that I did this the other day, okay? For all my epic kids that used to watch us when we did slime videos, I bet this is how she did it. Bubble, toys in trouble, cats to burns and boys and bubbles.
You just broke the sound barrier.
No, I
You
didn't.
couldn't pay
You like
me.
my
You
voice?
sounded like the fly that flies in my ear.
Those of you who've watched our epic videos, every time we had a potion,
Or we had
that
to do
was
a
like-
witch one. I always had to do this.
Yeah.
Toys in trouble, cast to burn and boys. Sorry.
Yeah, you sound like a mosquito.
It's a fun voice to do, okay? I don't know why. Bella can do all her voices. That's my voice I can do. So
Yeah, I can do mini.
she can
accents.
do.
yeah, Bella's really good at that. It's
Now,
really
actually,
fun.
Bella, we're gonna have you answer this in one of the K's voice. It's
Kim Kardashian be Courtney or something.
or Kylie Jenner. Who's most likely to start a fashion fraud?
Between Kim Kardashian and Kylie
Okay,
Jenner.
wait. How did I do the voice? Hold on.
Have the
do
nails.
like Malibu vibes.
Oh my gosh. Wait.
Almost.
Almost. Kim Kardashian. Is that it?
Kind of. Yeah,
you
yeah,
got it.
yeah,
You got
yeah.
it. Keep talking.
Shoot, I don't like doing this on live. I can do it on film, but I can't do it like.
Come on.
You got this.
Oh my gosh, you guys. I literally saw Kylie Kardashian do a little scandal with her makeup. That was
Killer.
not it. That was
wasn't
not
bad.
it.
That wasn't bad.
That
I
wasn't
can't do
not
that.
it.
That was better than most of us. Okay.
That was
no,
not
but
it.
for real, who do you think? Okay.
Oh, wait, who was the question?
Who's most likely to start a fashion
Fraud?
fraud?
Kylie
feud?
or
feud? Wait,
Who's most likely to start a...
What did we say the first time?
You said fraud.
No,
That's-
it's supposed to be fraud. I'm just dyslexic.
no.
So,
Fashion feud makes sense.
what's a feud?
Like a argument, war, feud.
Oh.
like a rivalry about
honestly-
the best outfits?
I honestly meant fraud.
How are you graduating?
Guys, do we need the definition of feud?
She's like about to graduate. She doesn't even know what a feud is.
Yeah, like
I
what?
honestly needed. I can't see that.
They're falling.
What is fraud?
Feud.
Take a part in a proglomerate
She can't talk.
squirrel or conflict. Okay. So, quarrel. No, I'm just really dyslexic, guys. We can't. Okay.
I can't even see that.
Continuous hostility.
This is so bad,
Two
guys.
families, cleans, etc. Often. Our camera guy is not having it. Simple terms. Okay.
Feud and simple.
To have a long, bitter, and often angry squirrel.
It's not squirrel.
Quarrel or conflict that can last for a long time, involving deep-seated. Did I say that right? You know what? A long-lasting flight, often
Bro, our mom is dying.
Often between families. So again,
Help me! Because I can't do. Angelina, your sister's about to
You're
die.
gonna mess up your vows on your wedding, bro.
Angelina, fraud. Okay.
Feud.
No, this is fraud. Since fraud, it has an R.
wrong or criminal deception. I think that's what that says. So again,
Anyways.
a fashion feud would be like the Kardashians because around Christmas time they always have a feud with their gift wrapping, their wrapping paper. They always try and outdo each other in their wrapping paper. Have you guys seen
My
that?
head
Yeah.
hurts.
Yeah, because you're using the only brain cell that you have left, and you're already overexerting it over simple pronunciation.
Okay.
So
anyways,
I think it's Kim because Kim seems more drama, more.
She seems more like, oh my gosh, you just Kourtney Kardashian literally had
Yes.
the same prosthetic nails as me. I freaking hate her.
okay, can we also talk about Kim's new fashion line of
Burn Kourtney.
Wait, can we talk about her new fashion line of hairy clothes? She now sells hairy clothes.
What does that mean?
Like it means like for instance, it could be a long sleeve that's like really skin tight and it has like hair for the armpits.
Oh my gosh! Wait, no, I
Wait.
have seen that.
It's disgusting.
Oh,
You don't need to pay money for that. It's just called being natural.
guys, go to. No offense to Kim Kardashian if you're watching, but Amazon Basics are there for you.
Yeah, Skims and Amazon are so similar, and their fabric sometimes on Amazon is just so much better. Like if
Yeah.
you want Skims just for the
Oh, stop it!
shut up.
Stop it right now!
Shut up.
That's one of her product lines, but it's just hair. It's really, really gross, and it's
Here's
Guys, I can't
$3,000
believe I just saw that.
for hairy armpit prosthetics.
it's insane.
That's disgusting.
Now
insane
that we're
to me.
still on famous people, let's talk about some YouTubers.
Who's most likely to end the world? MrBeast. Let's be honest, MrBeast is gonna be the end of us all. I'm not even joking.
Yeah, I
That's
feel like
so
if he, yeah.
Speaking of MrBeast, who most likely to prank another creator, MrBeast or Collins Key? Speaking of Collins Key,
Collins Key is no longer like on
But
the internet.
YouTube.
So funny thing about Collins
I've seen a
Key
few Instagram
is
videos.
actually he's big. He's going really big on Instagram.
Instagram. I've
seen a
We'll
few.
go to YouTube events and see him, and he's the most quiet, chillest guy I've ever
He's also
met.
very tall.
He's so tall.
His
And
brother's also
brother.
very hot. I'm kidding. I used to have the biggest crush when I was younger on his brother.
like they're so
Devin?
tall, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, they're like 6'4". It's crazy. I saw him at a restaurant and I was like,
Yeah, we like walked into a restaurant and Collins Key, Devin Key, and Air Rack all were just walking past us normally.
They're
and like
so
waved,
tall,
and we're
dude.
like, wait, did we just walk past? What?
I mean, they are just like regular people.
they're
just
really
like- I
they're
mean, we
really
are.
chill guys.
Yeah, they're like chill, so it's not like we're gonna
But
fan.
who would prank another creator? I honestly think it would be
Collins
Collins Key.
Key.
No, MrBeast prank is we're gonna set you on fire. You have 30 seconds to escape.
Yeah.
If you escape, you get $1 million.
Which, to be honest, I do wish that MrBeast was doing his older videos where he's actually like isn't like a game show where he's
no,
spending.
his Beast Games is awesome. You know,
I've
like
never
I know
actually
that,
seen it.
but like I wish like I liked it when he used to just like give away stuff for the sake of helping people. Now it's like, oh, let me spend
Oh, no,
$2
he
million.
still does. He still
no, I
does,
know,
I
but like let me spend like $1 million on a freaking set, and then like, oh, here's like
His chocolate's
Yeah.
actually
40
really
Mi-
good.
yeah,
It is
his
really good.
chocolate's
His
great.
chocolate
Mr. Beast
is
is
really
actually
good.
really cool dude. Well, he came to a YouTube conference and spoke, and he was
a
just
really chill
He was
guy.
a really chill guy. He
Chill guy.
was so nice.
Yeah.
But I honestly think Collins Key. I honestly think
yeah. Collins Key would probably be chill
Like if
about
you've
it.
seen his Instagram, if you've seen his
Instagram's
videos,
so
he's
funny.
pranking people, or he's oh my gosh, he did this one. We have to do this at one point with the three of us, and we have to make it into a video, and like a reel or something. And it is whoever comes to lunch the most nonchalant has to pay. And so someone showed up as a Celsius can, the Lorax. People were maids.
You guys
people
know my
were
nickname is
dressed up.
Lorax.
yeah, Bella's
Yes.
My
the
nickname is
Lorax.
literally the Lorax.
Which you will
It's
probably
really, really-
hear from next week's video because we have a very
Or
very
past
special
week.
guest.
I don't know.
Yeah, we
I
have
don't
no
know
idea.
when this video is coming out, but my guy best friend is coming, and he is very mean. So
He's
Yeah.
hilarious.
You'll get a
he's like,
kick
you
out
can
of it."
blind someone with that forehead. He's probably gonna say that too.
Okay, who's most likely to get caught sneaking out? LOL Podcast or Rock Squad?
Hello, podcast for
Sure,
sure.
they're all
Probably.
adults, so I wouldn't be. I mean, it's not like they're kids. Like Rock Squad's like kids. I wouldn't be surprised if they made like a skit video on it. But like,
Yeah. LOL is someone we actually want to do a podcast with. They're cool people.
Eventually,
that
yeah.
would be such a fun one to do.
So who's most likely to get caught sneaking out?
I totally could see Cash trying to sneak
probably
out
too
and like
loud. He
do
would,
a bros
he would be
night.
Angelina. Me and Angelina. Okay, Angelina, we gotta sneak out. Angelina, bang, bang. She's like walking loud. She's banging into things. There's no quietness.
you know how I know that is literally the other night. I am trying to sleep peacefully and quietly until I get flash bombed with the bathroom light. And guess what? She doesn't turn it off. Imagine when you're comfortable and then you have to get up to turn off a light that's probably been on for like 30, 45 minutes. Especially when Nina has to get up earlier than me. She's like, closet door open, rummaging through my stuff. Do you have something? It's 5 a.m., Angelina. Go back to sleep. I'm getting up. It's very annoying.
It is really funny.
Who's most likely to be in a viral meme? Zach King or Collins Key? I think viral meme, totally Zach King, 'cause I feel like he's been in a bunch of... He was AI before AI was around.
Oh my gosh.
Like,
I used to literally think he did magic.
His illusions...
It's insane.
Dude, you were the original AI.
He's actually by far probably one of my favorite people we've ever
Like those.
got
Have you
to
seen the Harry
see.
Potter one where it's like a mirror? And I thought I was convinced he was actually flying.
Yeah,
That Harry Potter one with the broomstick,
Yeah.
but it's actually like a mirror on a hoverboard. I'm like, no, it's not.
He was insane. I have no idea how he does that stuff, but
No
it's
clue.
Lots of editing.
I want to
Yeah,
turn myself
for
into an illusion.
sure.
I would want.
Yeah,
I would wanna
Collins
see
Key,
that.
he would just do something stupid and go viral off of it, but I couldn't see him doing a meme by all means.
I don't know. Any of his yeets or anything he did when he was younger,
Yeah,
those would
right?
be viral memes.
Now, who's most likely to be caught in a funny fail? Unspeakable or Preston Plays? Honestly, I think Preston. Preston would be in, like, he'd do something and it was, like, automatically fail.
No, I could see Unspeakable like blowing something up.
Yeah.
Unspeakable was, like, my childhood.
I completely forgot about him.
Yeah, I still follow him, and he was my childhood growing up.
My childhood was like Carter Share, Unspeakable,
Dude
and
Perfect. I
like
watched a
Cookie
lot of
Swirl
Dude
C
Perfect,
was like
Oh
my
my gosh,
top.
yeah,
I
Cookie
loved
Swirl
Oh, I
Cookie Swirl
forgot
C.
all about. You loved her. Like
She
a Dr.
loved her.
Squish or something.
Dr.
Oh, I loved her too
Squish,
when she cut
yes.
open things. I was like, oh, this is my jam.
Yes.
Oh, I love that. But
Oh,
now
yeah.
they like do so many different things. Like
Oh,
Cookie Swirl
yeah.
C. I still watch Cookie Swirl C, some of her old videos, like her paint cleaning stuff. That was so sweet.
Yes. So who's gonna be caught in a funny fail and speak or Preston Plays?
I honestly think Preston Plays.
Maybe.
Unspeakable would just do something
Honestly, I feel like
illegal.
it'd be a tie for both. Honestly.
Yeah, we could do a tie. A tie.
I feel like someone would blow something up, or it would just, I don't know. Who knows? Who's most likely to collab with another teen YouTuber, LOL Podcast, or Nina Guerrero? Guys,
I don't know
can't
who that
pronounce things
is.
to save my life.
I think it is Nina Guerrero.
Guys.
Guerrero?
I
Yeah,
honestly
Guerrero.
think it would be LOL podcast.
Well, they collab with all sorts of
They bring a
teenagers.
lot of people on their podcast.
Yeah. Eventually. That's why, guys, you need to subscribe and we need to get the views so that we can build up and then we can start collabing
Yeah, and tell
with
us
all
who you
sorts of
would
YouTubers.
want on the podcast.
Oh,
and
yeah.
comment it below, and then
There'd
we'll
be some
we'll
really
try and work
cool
our
people
magic.
we'd have on the podcast. I love their podcast where they did they had the Chad Riz, you know.
Oh, yeah.
That was a really cool podcast.
Oh my gosh, speaking of, I don't know if this has anything to do with that. Maybe it does. I came across an Instagram reel for the original 6'7" kid.
Yeah.
Did you?
not know that
Yeah.
kid?
Yes, I had no clue. And you said the Chad Riz thing, and I'm like, this is Gen Alpha enough. I had no idea that there was a kid started this.
Yeah,
it's like-
it was this.
And he like yelled it in a basketball game. I had no idea.
No, I don't understand
What
why
about the
some of
6'7" kid in our
words-
podcast?
I have no idea why, like, some people just, they could pop a word, like, the new word could be, like, oof, and then everyone's just like,
Oof was a word.
But no, like, just think about
I used
it.
to type the word oof a lot.
You did it so much. I would be like, hey, my grandma just died.
Oof.
I'm
yeah,
like,
that's exactly. I
Okay.
do remember doing that a lot, like a few
yeah.
years ago.
I used to do all those cringy
I don't know
emojis.
how people were friends with me a few years ago. I look back and I'm like, wow, I was cringy then.
I was cringy. We were all cringy.
Oh, I was the definition of cringy.
What was something really cringy that you did?
Who's most likely to be the cringiest out of the three of us?
Me, because if you go to our TikTok and go to very old, sub to the TikTok because that's a fun one.
jeez.
There's a
gosh.
video. I kid you not. What's that song? And it's like, I'll give you my number.
So call me maybe.
I literally was in a pink wig. We'll play the clip. Pink wig.
Yes. Subscribe to the Water
and
Adventure Girl
I
TikTok.
do this. I kid you not. I'm like,
Or follow the Water Adventure Girl
I
TikTok.
whip my hair and I'm like, God, you baby. And I had this picture.
She was like
and I
6
reached
years
out.
old.
I was like, I
Yeah.
don't know. And I was like, God, you baby. Yeah, let's just
And
say
you know
I was,
the-
I
We
was the
said some.
definition
We
of
did some
cringe.
embarrassing stuff.
You know the dang, 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 dang.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Wait, how did it go? It was
Look who's with her. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
It's like Beth the dump truck in the crash. Here comes the cootie squad. It's shut up, Heather. Sorry, Heather. Look who's with her. Oh my gosh.
Dang, dang.
We used to fight
That is,
over
like,
who used to
ingrained
say
in
that
my
part.
mind.
Yeah, I loved that song.
Yeah, that was.
I don't know where that originated from, but
No idea.
You know, it's just.
yeah. Who's most likely to have the most embarrassing TikTok videos?
me?
Angelina.
Nina, she likes to do. You need to get your TikTok up or Instagram
Guys,
up, bro.
I had a TikTok when I was like back in 2019.
I remember that.
And I thought I was the coolest person ever.
Oh my gosh, I had to go
I
find
had
that. I forgot about that.
I think I deleted it, but I had like 500 followers, and I thought I was really cool because I created my own dance. Like I found an audio and I like created my own dance. Only one girl.
Oh yeah, it was the Katy Perry song.
Yeah, one girl like redid my dance, and I felt like I was the coolest person on the planet.
I was like the this.
I have no memory now, but
I have no
I can't
idea.
dance, and I thought I could back then.
Yeah, I can't dance to save my life.
I can dance.
She can't dance.
I can dance.
She can dance. We cannot. It's really bad. It's really
There
bad.
was this one time we were at a YouTube party and I tried doing the worm, which I can do the worm, by the way.
She can do the worm.
I can do it really
I can't,
well.
I've never attempted.
I didn't do it for like 2 months, and then I went to this party, and then I hit my chin, and then fell, and then did the worm.
Yeah, everyone did.
that.
Ooh,
I think I have a
yay!
clip on my
Yeah, it was
phone
like
somewhere.
ooh, yay! It was so bad.
Yeah.
It was
Exactly.
Very, very.
So thank you guys so much for watching this week's episode. We hope you really, really enjoyed it and learned a lot about us and all of our very, very embarrassing stories.
Oh yeah.
Make sure to subscribe because we post videos every single week, and next week's video will probably be even better. So make sure to stay tuned.
Okay.
Bye.